News, glorious news. We're anxious to hear it. Please, OGGM, tell us what stupid things Wizards of the Coast has done this week. Hey, check this out. Surprise, surprise, surprise. It seems to be a weekend of surprises here at Site B in foggy Southern California on this 3rd day of June 2024. What a weekend for surprise drops. If you have Netflix, you might have been surprised to discover Godzilla -1 on Netflix out of nowhere. No announcement, no warning, just blam, here it is, biggest movie. And oh my God, it is so good. So much better than I thought it would be. Just from start to finish, everything about this movie is just amazing. Another announcement for a movie that came out of the weekend out of nowhere. Well, actually, it came to us from PaizoCon. But they've been, other than that, pretty quiet. But hey, there's a 4th movie in the Gamers series being kickstarted right now from our friends of the Gamers. Pretty much when you ask people what the best D&D movie ever made is, the Gamers is either it or in the top 3, you know? I mean, it's like Conan, this, and whatever, Hawk the Slayer. If you've never seen the Gamers, you've probably heard the memes, The Shadow, and they're working on a 4th film. Congratulations, guys. Wow, I can't believe it's been like 10 years since we saw the first one, if not longer. So if you've never had a chance to see the Gamers, check it out. If you're a fan of this series, please kickstart this, the 4th one. This is amazing. This is exciting. And this news came to us from PaizoCon, which happened over Memorial Day weekend, but I guess they just forgot to tell anybody that it was over Memorial Day weekend. So we have some news out of PaizoCon. Starfinder 2nd Edition will be being pronounced at... we announced last year, and we'll see the first bit of it this year at Gen Con, including the very first adventure for Starfinder 2nd Edition, A Cosmic Birthday. I don't think Starfinder needs a 2nd edition. It's a great system as it is. Maybe it needs some errata, but they just did the errata book like yesterday. I guess I understand you need to remain relevant, but it's perfect as it is. Making a 2nd edition I don't know if it can make it better. It's just one of those times where I don't think needs a 2nd edition. Just keep pushing the first. They're also, of course, pushing their Wrath of the Immortals Player 2 adventure path for Pathfinder 2. Even though Pathfinder 2 has been out for a while, this is sort of the official welcome to Pathfinder 2. This is how we explain everything. Oh, look, we're messing up our whole cosmology. Adventure path. And we've been talking about that for a while now because it introduced the idea of rare character classes. It introduced 2 new character classes specifically for Wrath of the Immortals that are available for you to play through it at the official Paizo playthroughs. They didn't really explain, though, what that meant. And we speculated a lot what a rare character class could mean. And, the number one explanation was, well, it's a character class the DM can say he doesn't allow in his campaign because it's sort of just specific to this adventure path, which is okay. It's a character class that's only specific to this and not to be played otherwise. But really, again, a DM can tell you any character class isn't welcome in his game if it doesn't fit the world. Yeah, there's no warlocks in my game. There's no clerics in my, does that make it rare? Another thing has something to do with the way organized play works and how many you could have at a table and how your organized play points allowed you to earn the ability. It just seemed rare character class just doesn't work. A bit late. Well, they only posted it today. They have a new board game coming out called Pathfinder Quest. It's a cooperative dungeon crawler. But of course, the biggest news out of it was the announcement of the Gamers Darkness Falls. Link down below if you want to check out the Kickstarter. Fun from PaizoCon. I don't know why they're posting this news now. As Dark Winter here says, it's a little late considering it happened over Memorial Day weekend. Why are you telling us now? I don't know. It's June, 3rd. But okay, better late than forgetting altogether that it happened. Remember that convention? Oh, yeah. We should probably talk about it. In other news, EN World's starter box set for Void Runner Codex, their take on Spelljammer, is out and available. Looks pretty cool. If you're looking for an alternative take to the Spelljammer idea, could go, could do worse than this one. And then, of course, everything else is Wizards of the Coast news. There's some speculating in regards to AI art and the covers, and Wizards of the Coast again turning tail on their statement regarding AI art, and now again saying, oh no, it's okay. Apparently they are actually hiring somebody whose job it will be to farm AI art. This is just rumor and hearsay. I don't know if that's 100% true, but it's Wizards of the Coast, so let's just assume until we are informed otherwise, guilty until proven innocent when it comes to anything they do. There's a big hoopla about the covers, of course. We know all about that. And hey, let's have this cover. Let's have this alternate cover. Let's have this cover. Let's have this alternate cover. And just the choices they're making in regards to the cover, we've already discussed that to end. The making of Dungeons and Dragons 1970 to 1977 is receiving just horrible responses, horrible follow-ups on the announcements and the whole thing about, well, we had editors. There are people who were still alive who were there at the time. There are people who have read the books that you're going through and claiming are inappropriate and who have said there's nothing inappropriate in this. The whole thing about lack of inclusivity has been disproven multiple times by people far smarter than me, but for reasons that still remain unbelievably stupid and make no sense. Wizards is still running with this false narrative. People have made some really negative comments on mine, except every one of their negative comments that they've made on my video that I made about it make absolutely no sense. And I was like, did you even watch the video, or are you just being Condor and trolling me because you can? I don't know. And then we have the announcement that Paramount Plus has decided that they don't want to make a TV show with Hasbro. So there will be no live action Dungeons and Dragons show done through Paramount. That leaves Amazon, Netflix, Max, Tubi. You could make it on Tubi. They could use another Tubi exclusive series. I don't think Amazon will pick it up. They've already got a glut of fantasy series. Netflix, maybe. I mean, they've already got The Witcher, but other than that, they don't really have a lot of fantasy series. But what Netflix is notorious for, canceling series and not letting series finish. In fact, they're so notorious for not letting series get finished that with the announcement of Umbrella Academy Season 4, people are making a meme about what a shock it is that Netflix has allowed a series to finish. Because season 4 will be the final season. So I don't know if Netflix would be the best choice to farm the D&D TV show to. Maybe the Critical Role cable channel thingy. They could farm it to them. If I was Critical Role, I wouldn't want to have any more connection to Wizards of the Coast. But you never know. Depending upon the budget, I guess. See, because a fantasy show would just be a fantasy show. How would D&D, the TV show, be any different than than Witcher, the TV show, or Game of Thrones, the TV show, or Lord of the Rings, the TV show? It's like, here are some people in Ren Fair costumes going through the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Here's a castle. Here's a CGI monster. Here's a guy in practical makeup. We've already got so many fantasy TV shows that, other than the name, what would D&D bring that hasn't been brought before? Instead of it being Dark Winter, the elf, it's Drizzt the elf. The name recognition of important NPCs, that's still not enough to run the show. The fact that it's the D&D television show, well, calling it the D&D television show will hook people at the beginning. But, look at the ratings of a lot of these shows that relied simply on name, like The Witcher or Dungeons and Dragons, that they don't really, you got to have something engaging. Or you just use the Game of Thrones / Rome / idea and just show boobs and sex. When in doubt, boobs. So, if you want to see some Drow elf boobs, that might, you could do it a little skin flicky, a little naughtiness. That might sell it. That might be what it needs to make it different than every other fantasy series we have right now. Because otherwise, it feels sort of late considering they've been working on a D&D TV series since 1992. And that's the news. If you want to check out the Kickstart for the Gamers 4, link down below. Other than that, there's nothing else really going on so far this week, but it's still early. So wait and see what Wizards of the Coast does this week. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please check out my merch, link down below. Please stay safe out there. It looks like it's going to be another gloomy day here at Site B. And stay off my land. I mean, I don't ask for you much from you guys. Just get off my land.
Yo, check. Yeah, we're not the type to play games. You can stay